Hi, and welcome back to Confidential Killings. Without any further yapping, let's just get straight back into it. We are at the police station with Katie. Thank you for seeing me, detective. I'm so afraid. I can't take it anymore. People are dying all around me, and now I've started getting these weird notes. What's happening? What if I'm next? Oh, questions. How may I help you, Miss Keller? Do these notes you've been receiving have a K stamped on them? This is the question. Okay, curious. A file cabinet containing many case files. The reports about the recent killings are in there. Yeah, lots of people like, oh yeah, the stamp. Emerald Hotel. Yeah, Ezra Monarch, deceased, cause of death, penetrating trauma in chest area caused by an ice pick. Secondary victim, Francisco Marquez. Fatal facial trauma from close proximity fireworks, detonating. Perpetrator Jim Blair, arrested. Summary. Jim Blair fatally attacked Monarch following a dispute over unauthorized alterations to Blair's original script. Blair stated he became aware of the changes through an anonymous handwritten note stamped with a letter K, found among his personal effects. At the time of the incident, Blair was under the influence of the narcotic substance known as gaze, confirmed by toxicology and personal admission. Journalist Dennis Miller sustained a mild shock response from the detonation. Case status closed. Okay, so now I can ask about the letter K. Yes, how did you know? I decided to burn them because they were disturbing and humiliating, but this last one I received only yesterday. Oh? Katie Keller, a third-rate actress suddenly put under the spotlight. Do you think it's all down to your talent and your carefully cultivated relationships with actors and producers? Or are you choosing to ignore the contribution of your dear patron? Remember, ill-gotten gains never prosper. Huh. Oh, we don't have to choose people now. Okay. Okay, it should be a short one, I guess. Okay, 2031. Oh. Do you have any idea who's the man who sent you this, or who is the letter K? No. Who's the patron? No idea really. There's something else. I've been getting these letters one after another, and all the actors seem to be joining them. Ad Astra Center. Oh yeah. Open your eyes and discover your true self. Have you ever felt that something in your life remains untapped? A quiet, hopeful potential waiting to surface? Achieving greatness. At Ad Astra, we guide those seeking clarity, strength, and personal transformation. Our methods help you confront inner barriers, release emotional weight, and step toward a more awakened version of yourself. Our famous testimonials can testify that our centers are instrumental in helping people overcome their inner traumas and find themselves. Let your guiding star lead the way. Your journey begins here. Okay, we never got any complaints about these Ad Astra centers. They seem clean. Maybe it's nothing. I'm in such a state that even harmless things feel dangerous, like that Miller guy. Dennis Miller? The gossip writer? What about him? Yes, he called me for an interview at the radio station, but I don't feel safe going there. What if it's a trap? Please, detective, can you check for me? That would be all, Miss Keller, thank you. Okay. A string of killings surrounding actress Katie Keller has left her afraid for her life. She has been receiving notes stamped with a letter K. Journalist Dennis Miller requested a meeting at the radio station, but she suspects it might be a trap. She wants me to go there to check whether it is safe for her. Okay. Hello? What was his name? Jikazi? A corpse? Oh, pale as a ghost, electrocuted to death. Electrocuted? A half-finished small bag of gaze is found in his pocket. You son of a bitch. You took my money and I've been waiting for the stuff since January. I don't give a shit if your contract is dead. You'll soon join him if you don't either deliver or give me back my money. You keep avoiding me like I can't find out the station address, huh? The turntable does not appear to have been affected by the short circuit. The last LP that has been aired was Freezing Facts by T. Sixto, a lesser-known artist from the early 70s. Okay, what do we need? Okay, we do need to input the people. No, they are here again, okay. Wait, anything special? No. Looking at the back of the control panel shows that the ground wire is cut. It could have been snipped by someone, or it could be a cut caused by wear and tear. Hard to say. I would assume it's not just wear and tear. This instrument is used to record live broadcasts which are then replayed at different times. The last words recorded are, "Surprise! It's me, DJ Jackaze, you lucky people," due to... then static. Top 10. My Shirley, The Gambits, Mean Girls, Funny Winter. Am I sexy or what? Rob Assistant. Okay. Oh, Troy Dixon. Wasn't he the like, fiance or boyfriend of Martha? Okay. Jackaze, play the freaking top 10. Should I remind you that I'm not only the manager but also the program director? Mike. Oh, and he's playing the some lesser known music. Okay. The clock. The short circuit has left it stuck at 6 o'clock. Okay. Anything else here? No. Okay, hello. No one should die like that, and on air. We didn't see eye to eye, but he didn't deserve this. Oh, it's the same one that Evelyn has, or Lynn, what was her name? I wish this to be yours after that beautiful evening we spent together. I left it in your drawer. I was too embarrassed to give it in person. Cute. I was in my office when I heard a loud buzz. I jumped in to save him, but I was too late. I'm waiting for medics to check my hand. I got injured with the electric cables. Okay, gold-plated pen. Dear Mr. Alvarez, so he's the manager. Below is the receipt for the equipment you ordered. Sold to Alpha Mega Radio, items shipped. Microphone, control panel, turntable, a new cable. Okay. Do we have any names? No, not yet. That silly Dennis, he went out to look for his big break without even asking me, but the scoop came right to me. Of course it's tragic, eh? But it's my duty as a photographer to take pictures. Professional grade camera. Instant camera that can develop prints shortly after they have been taken. Money. Mr. Davis, this is the last sum of money that I'll ever give you. Your bloodletting game has gone on for far too long. At this point, I wouldn't even care if you published what you have if that meant not having to deal with you. I've been punished enough for a mistake I made when I was young and poor. Davis? I'm guessing that's the last name. Oh boy. Mike, business call lunch. Safe fitting. Evelyn, take care of this. Interview with Ray. Meeting with agency. Some whatever. Alvarez away on errands. Evelyn marks calls. Interview with Katie Keller, Martha Hart, Jeffrey Steinwitz, Penelope Marshall. Commercial. Organize the file system in Mike's office. It's a mess. 9 a.m. plumber Evelyn checks operations. Routine check of equipment in the recording booth. Damn, I forgot what day it is. Evelyn, you moron. When I told you to put the birthday numbers as the safe combination, I meant my birthday. Whose birthday did she put? Her own? Oh boy. On the letter rack, mails from listeners are piled. Some open, some still in their envelope. DJ Fab Frank? Suck Frank, more like. The guy is a failed experiment. I have to change station every time he's on. We're making a petition to convince the manager of the station to fire him. He's so lame. DJ Jackaze for the win. Dear Radio Alpha Omega, I have to confess I've been enjoying your shows a lot lately. First of all, the music selection is great. Jackie's show is worth every cent, no wonder he's always getting the spotlight. Miller's interviews with the stars are interesting. They give us a different view of the world of movies and theater. Fab Frank is okay, I guess, but you should really find better names for his programs. Rhyming titles are sad. It's not the 1950s anymore, despite the way he dresses. A listener. Jackie Z, I want you to have my babies. Come to the address on the back and let's do unspeakable things. Mr. Gaines, oh, it's the stamp. Isn't it a shame that a person who is addicted to drugs, prostitution, and gambling like Jackie Z Conta is getting all the praise, while a clean, talented person like you is ignored by everyone? I wouldn't tolerate it any longer. Maybe you should act a friend. Mr. Gaines. Okay, this clicked. Confidential document. This paper looks different to the other documents. Find who these people are and you'll have solved the mystery. I can't say more because you wouldn't believe me. You have to learn it for yourself. From Mexico. Made contact with the locals, managed to institute a relationship with several influential figures such as Vice Minister. Saved student named from torture after he was found to be an informer. He will be a useful contact in the future. Asking superiors to replace the new supervisor you sent. He's not qualified for the job. I almost got my cover blown. What? I've had it with you. What the hell are you doing? We barely avoided getting sued by Ezra Monarch just because the guy had the decency to get himself killed. I told you hundreds of times, stop playing Sherlock Holmes. Your job is to entertain our stupid audience with gossip about stars and starlets, not digging dirt on them. I swear I'll fire you next time. P.S. Why the hell is that idiot Grayson always nosing around? It's a freaking radio station, we have no use for a photographer. He should be here only when requested. Wait, so Davis is a name? Yeah, okay, my bad. Okay, so this I clicked, this I clicked. Ms. Keller called to apologize as she can't make it to the interview. She sounded really scared. Maybe you should check what's going on? Evelyn, that's you? I've been following your work with interest. You know where to look, but you are missing some important pieces of the puzzle. I'll help you, but I want you to help me with your articles. Expect some revelations from me soon. But watch your back, you are in danger. Not everyone appreciates your work as much as I do. Small piece of paper found hidden between the pages of the notepad. Okay, I think that's all from this place. Oh boy. Okay, let's... Evelyn, you go first. I've been here the whole time, taking care of the guests, even though it's getting a little late now. As I understand it, there was some kind of electrical failure? Hastily written note. Saw your note, going there might be important. Ask someone to take my place. Thanks, Lynn, I owe you big for this. P.S. Don't tell Mike. Oof. Dear Lynn, I'm so happy to hear that this new job is finally in a place where there's no trouble. In one of these letters you'll have to explain to me how a radio station operates. It sounds so fascinating. What a shame that your station can't be received where we live. I hope this letter will arrive on the right day. I try to time it right, but you never know with the post office. It's always too late or too early. Remember when we got Uncle's Christmas card on March? It was so funny. Anyway, hoping it reaches you at the right time. Let me be the first to wish you a happy 23rd birthday. My little girl is growing up so much. I know you told me how busy you'll be for a birthday, up to your ears in files and folders, reorganizing your boss's office. But I hope you'll find some time to enjoy yourself too. We'll miss you on your first birthday far from home. Speaking of home, you should see the farm these days, Len. With the money Uncle Preston has invested, it never looked this good. A big hug from me and your brother, Mom. I'm wondering if her, the mom letters will have some bigger importance. The uncle is also, I don't know, some bad guy involved with the drugs or something and is screwing them over in the background. What the hell is happening? They're really late today. I hope I don't have to run into Jackie after the mess he created at my house. Gold-plated lighter. Small box of imported cigars, of course. Was it Penelope? I'm here for the interview, but it's taking forever. My husband Henry, he isn't here. He refused to come. He doesn't like the guy who does the interviews. Yes, Mrs. Marshall. As you will see in the attached analysis, your husband's health is deteriorating. Frankly speaking, his alcoholism and drug use, or should we say abuse, is getting out of hand. The only solution I have at this stage is to send him to a rehabilitation center. Since your husband is a member, may I suggest asking for the help of the Ad Astra centers? I heard only good things from my patients who have been there. They don't just help actors find their inner selves and build confidence. No, thank you. She's Marshall. Oh, she is Hart. Grayson. Oh, we have Penelope, okay. Okay, so far I remember the names quite well. Surprisingly. This is my first time doing a radio interview. I don't think there would be such a long wait, but isn't it live? A gold ring with initials TD on it. Yeah, the Dixon music guy. Troy Dixon, yeah. Smashing success. We interviewed his manager and friend Tobias Hobbs. The entire country will talk about my boy. Okay. Marfa, my love, I know you think you're doing this for me, but let me tell you, rehabilitation clinics are not the answer. This ain't cocaine. Every artist takes it. It's a mind-opening experience, not a drug. I don't need it, but it helps. Carl Carlson has been using it and his paintings have never been better. Ad Astra allows it too, and they care for their people. Carl, me, and even that colleague of yours will join, Katie. We represent them to the public. Do you really think they'd ever do anything to hurt us? For some reason, you resent them, but they're like a shrink. But unlike shrinks, their therapies work. Yikes. You know, I've got the new LP coming out, interviews, TV appearances, all of that. I need to feel stable. Please understand me, my dear. I know it's harder because we rarely see each other anymore, and I'm always on tour. But when I'm back and when we finally see each other again, I'm sure you'll understand. Love you, Troy. Starting to seem like some cult. Okay, Wednesday schedule. Morning Grove. Nothing. Okay, nothing really I see of importance to us right now. Jackie Z Conta. Yes, let me just do it one by one. Jackie Z Conta. Frank Gaines. Are you Frank Gaines? Yes. Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller is not here. He's the journalist. Mike Alvarez. He's gonna be this guy, right? The manager. Mike Alvarez. Evelyn, if there are guests waiting to be interviewed, you are assigned to the lobby. Make sure the guests have everything they need. Okay. DJ Jackazy, the winning DJ with the golden smile. His extreme life. Parties, alcohol, wild women. Person. Cags. What's the last name of Evelyn? Let me collect. Okay, anything else here? No. Manager's office. Okay. Photos of bands and singers. They are mostly from the start of the decade. Hello. Okay, and this is gonna be someone's birthday, but not the manager's. Mike, I can't take it anymore. I tried to have a chat with you, but you're always on business lunches with your secretary. Why do I get the short end of the stick every time? Whenever there's a pay raise, everyone gets more money but me. I always get the shitty time slots when no one listens to the radio. I work my ass off while Jackie Z comes to work stoned. He sniffs gays while on air, for Christ's sake. He even brings prostitutes into the booth. What? Meanwhile, I get berated about work relationships because I went out to dinner with Miss Cox. It's grotesque. Did you know that there's a loan shark or who knows what else circling the building every day waiting for Jackie Z to come out to smash his bones? It's a circus. Jackie Z's got to go, one way or the other. Okay, we have this. Now we just need Jeffrey. Okay, it was this one. Interview transcription. Please let me know when you have reviewed it so I can send it to the newspaper. Miguel. Mike Alvarez. Then stayed family as a child. Okay. Dear Mr. Alvarez, thank you for choosing Joff Security. Enjoy your new top-of-the-line safe. Stay safe with our safes. Discretionary notes from the technician. I have set up the combination of the date of birth provided. It is an acceptable password for now, but I would advise to change it as it is very common and easy to guess. A technician can be booked for the operation with 3 work days. Yeah, I just gotta figure out... Oh wait, there was his birthday. But no, he said... No. Oh, I did not read this one? Hey Mike, make sure Jackie stays out of the studio when the interview starts. I don't want him anywhere near me or the troop. He should leave the station before we go live. I've got a restraining order made for the guy after the mess he made at my party months ago. He almost got me in trouble with the law, for Christ's sake, and it wasn't cheap covering it up. Nothing personal, Michael, right? So I have the date of birth of Mike, but he said it's not his password. And wait, we're still missing. But Evelyn, it was her birthday, right? I tried to time it right. Happy 23rd birthday. So now it's Wednesday. 7th March. So 0703 1979. 0703 1979. And it said that it is in like month. Oh wait, did it say month? Oh, it's the silly American way. So 0307 1979. Okay, so this is 23rd birthday. It's Wednesday 7th. It may be 79. So it's March. I mean, today is the 7th, 1956. But what if it arrived... No, wait. If it arrived late... Maybe it arrived early? Oh, 8th of March, that's my birthday, actually. A hefty stack of cash, enough to make someone's life a fortune or their death if they are not careful. Mr. Alvarez, I'm not usually a person who complains about her colleagues, but something really serious happened. Yesterday, Mr. Jackie Z, under the influence of alcohol and drugs, tried to put his hands on me. Who knows how it would have ended if I didn't manage to escape. I didn't tell Frank because I was afraid of what he would do to him. Please, Mr. Alvarez, do something about this situation. I don't want to create any problems as I love this job, but I can't go to work scared. That journalist of yours is sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Deal with him fast, but do it. Sorry, Mikey, for the troubles my lifestyle is causing you. Hope this is enough to compensate your patience. Patience? Patience. Love ya. The J. We've managed to cover up the mess your employee caused as our mutual friend requested, but please be more careful. My influence on the department is not infinite, and I do not need a scandal now that I'm about to be made Chief Hadley Badman. I believe we have all the people. I did not put in Jeffrey. Okay. Some other gun. Okay, so we have everything. Someone sabotaged the cable in the recording booth, intending to kill Jackie Z Kunta during his radio program. It was 6 o'clock, right? It said somewhere. What was his schedule? News from the stars? No, I doubt it. Is it? Wait, play this set till sunset. Would it be the news from the stars? No, it's not even here. Oh, it is. It begins at 6. Wait, here it's AM. PM. Right? Yeah. But before the show, stepped out. Oh, it wasn't Jackie tending to kill Frank then? Fab Frank. Guess it's him, right? So they wanted to kill Frank before the show. Frank Gaines stepped out to what? To torture. To something to. So to apologize to or confess to. Okay, so Jackie had to replace him. When the show aired, the sabotaged cable short circuited, causing the death of Jackie Z. Kunta. Am I getting it right? Stepped out to... Was it to Davis? Okay, so I have been clicking around because I think I got this whole ordeal kind of confused. Because I thought in the recording booth there's only Frank and Jackie Z, but wait, I now lost the note. Not this one. That's not this one. But the interviews are with Miller, so I think I got confused with the whole thing. So it was supposed to be Miller's show. News from the Stars. For the show, Dennis Miller stepped out, I guess, to talk to... Okay, I think this should be pretty okay. Why did he need to step out? Katie? Because she like disagreed to come here. Yeah, and the wires was either cut or wear and tear. So maybe not cable. The show. Okay, this seems, I guess, correct. So I'm guessing Mike. Yeah. Damn. Okay, this one took a while. I had it all twisted and wrong. Okay, but I think I got it. Documents in the safe produced some damning evidence. Yeah. Mike Alvarez wanted Dennis Miller gone, but it was DJ Jackassy who ended up in the booth. One question remains: who is the instigator? Okay. What the newspaper saying? Freak accident kills DJ Jackassy. Electrical malfunction electrocutes the promising DJ. Police chief rules out sabotage. Well, are you trying to like bury it or something? Okay, what's next? 25th March 1979, Venus Disco. Oh, hello. I stayed on the balcony the whole time. Frank here can testify to that. What happened on the dance floor? Who knows? From up here they all look like ants scurrying about. You're not that high above the disco. Mikey the Lucky, always ready to lick his master's boots and do his bidding. You avoided justice once. Don't think you can do it twice. Comeuppance is coming for you and your master. If you succeed this time, there will be huge rewards waiting for you. Failure is not an option. Yeah, so last time he failed with killing Dennis, so... Ooh, lots of people... Frank. You were Frank. Mike and I were in this booth all night, choosing tracks and keeping the set running. I was so focused I didn't see a thing. Okay. As per contract with the record companies, play at least 5 of these tonight. I put an asterisk on my suggestions. Hey Frankie boy, your career is certainly improving since Jackassy died, eh? You got his job and you're even playing at the disco in his place. I shot these pictures of you fighting with him at the radio station. They might not convince the police, but I'm sure they're good enough for the sensationalist press. You can have them for a price. He wants to pin Jackassy's death on him? Small cats of silver and turquoise compose this bracelet. Oh, small cats, okay, yeah, it's the same bracelet. I'm so proud of you for this disco gig. Show them who's the best DJ in town. See you at the station tomorrow. Okay. Who is dead? Young man is lying on the floor in a puddle of blood, a knife sticking from his chest. Oh, it's the photographer! Notes from editor. We all know this is just a publicity stunt both for the Discotheque and Steinwitz production, but doesn't matter to our readers. They just want to see big stars enjoying their perfect lives in the most exclusive disco in the city. Take photos of the chaos that's going on there, the debased costumes and all that. You know as well as I what our readers want. P.S. No spirits, stick to beer. We don't want another roll of photos taken with the lens cover on. Professional camera with multiple lenses. Big wad of banknotes. This guy likes to carry big sums on him, certainly more than a photographer can earn. Yeah, he was kinda dirty. Here's your payment, you dirty leech. Be happy that my husband doesn't know I'm protecting him from people like you, because if he discovered that, he would fucking kill you. You and your disgusting magazine have ruined his reputation enough. Don't think you can get more money than this from me. How much do you think a secondary actress is paid? Hope you die soon. I click this one. Grace and Davis, do whatever you want with those photos of yours. Troy already knows about them and how I was tricked into taking them by con artists without scruples. That's how it works in this business, and everyone knows it except young kids eager to prove themselves, dreaming of seeing themselves on the big screen. You want to publish those photos? Do it. It certainly won't hurt my relationship with Troy, which is clearly what you're aiming at with your scare tactics. But be sure to watch your back if you decide to publish them. I was underage in those photos, and I'm not sure the police will appreciate that. Okay. Oh, is this a knife? Okay, will I have to remember this? It's the drug. This looks suspicious. Okay. piles of gaze on the table. This drug is now everywhere. What? Curly red wig is lying on the floor next to the dancer's spot. I didn't move from this counter. I don't know what happened. You try keeping track of anything with the loud music, the moving lights, and all these junkies? This job is hard enough without police interrogations, alright? Cocktails list. Remember, our VIPs don't have to ask for their drink. They need to have it ready when they arrive at the bar. Jeffrey Steinwitz, only whiskey. Troy Dixon, Harvey Wellbanger. Penelope Marshall, Pina Colada. Katie Keller, Green Hornet. Mike Alvarez, Grasshopper. Martha Hart, Brandy Alexander. Henry Marshall, don't serve him alcohol. Tobias Hobbs, Harvey Wellbanger. Dennis Miller, Tom Collins. Manager Jeffrey Donnelly. Is he the manager? I doubt it if he's bartending. Peter Decker. Do I have a Peter yet? No. Drug dealing, aggravated assault, resisting arrest. Look what my cop friend dug up in the records, Peter, or should I call you by your new fancy name, Zachary Pierce? Does it work? Yeah? I wonder what my old friend Jeff would say, having hired a criminal without knowing it. He'd send you straight back to the slummer for identity theft, but don't worry, we can bury the evidence. For a favor. You'll find my instructions in the trash bin in the corridor. Make sure you destroy them. We'll protect you after that. Okay. Most of the people were so drugged or drunk we sent them to the police station. We lined up the ones who were still coherent in the corridors. One of them must have stabbed him. Are you dead too? A man is slumped on the table. It makes sense why someone might have thought he was sleeping. Yeah, that looks like Dennis. Personnel Dennis Miller, journalist Grayson Davis, photographer. Assignment: Special night at Disco Venus organized for adaptation of successful play Sabotaging and Seducing into Movie. Report about VIPs there, especially those involved in the play plus future actors on movie. Interviews with cast and crew are appointed. See back of paper for list plus instructions. P.S. Do me a favor and keep an eye on Grayson. I don't trust that kid. There have been complaints about him in the past. Dennis, don't go there. It's a trap. They already tried once. One failure won't stop them. I know these people, they're ruthless. They tried to kill me too. I'm your friend in this. We share the same objective, showing the truth to everyone. I already revealed a lot to you, and I put my trust in you. This is not something I do lightly. Heed my advice and stay away from that disco. Kenneth. I don't think there was a Kenneth yet. But yeah, kinda ballsy of Dennis to just come back when, like, they were trying to kill him before. New York Police Department, 1952. Roman Lipko. Born in New York from family of migrants, death of his father due to health issues. Reported for several incidents requiring police intervention or arrested, avoids prison by getting enrolled in the army, dies in the Korean War, closed casket military funeral. He's not dead. Find Roman Lipko and you'll have solved the mystery. Why did he disappear? Where is he now? I can only give you crumbs, you have to fill the blanks yourself to believe it. Powerful players are involved. A glass with a drop of liquid left in it. A faint chemical smell comes from it. It was poisoned. Uh-oh. I think this is everything here. Okay, let's go left first. Let's go left, right. I was checking on that new dancer, the blondie who always makes a mess. I didn't notice the dead guys until people started screaming. I don't care if a drug addict OD'd or whatever happened. I have a business to run. Oh, he's the manager. Jeff, how the hell can it be a breach of contract if the guy is freaking dead? The contract says, and I quote, Radio Alpha Omega will ensure the presence of one of their DJs for the evening. Does it say Jack is anywhere? No. Feel free to check. So, Fab Frank it is. Not like we can do anything different, can we? Unless you take a shovel and get Jack Izzy out of his grave. Kind regards, etc. Evelyn, copy this on the typewriter and don't send a draft like the last time for the love of God. Another stupid mistake like that and you're out. I don't give a shit about your politician uncle. When we aired his interview, it got the lowest ratings ever. Okay, so he is the Joff. Jeffrey... I don't remember what was the last name. Donnelly? Yeah, okay. Wages: female dancers Amanda Adams, Megan Hawkins, Sophia Smith. Male dancers all at 14. Damn, Amanda Adams got a lot of money. Barman Zachary Pierce. Yeah, we got that. $1.12 per hour? Jeez. DJ area, Jackie Zikunta, nope. Frank Gaines. Oh, we didn't have his last name. Okay. Is there any reason why Junkie Amanda is getting paid 6 times more than the other dancers for the same job? Especially when she spends half of her time snorting gaze, which I happen to accidentally photograph with my camera. Maybe there's something else behind all her trips to your office. None of my business, but the press loves a good scandal. Maybe a businessman like you would like to discuss the matter. Okay, so Amanda snorts gaze. Can we see it in the photos? Is that her? So no, but that is Marfa, no? Okay, let's just go back and interview the rest. I haven't even set foot in the club. Are you crazy? I hate those places, and this PR stunt is stupid. Sorry to hear about Dennis. He was nosy but always gave good ratings to my shows. Mercury in retrograde. Astrologer reveals what this ominous shift means for your favorite stars. New star has arrived. Rebecca Simpson came out of nowhere right at the top of our playlists. Henry Marshall is at it again, slave to the bottle while his career is on the line. Alcoholism is no joke. Yeah. My dear friend Jeffrey, despite all the setbacks and problems, I was certain I could count on you to make the play a success. We expressed worries about Katie Keller's nervous breakdowns, but worry not, we're taking care of her and she'll be in top shape soon. She's the new big star we need, instrumental in rebuilding our destroyed reputation after all the incidents. Tonight's disco is just a small annoyance you'll have to bear for the sake of the press. My doctor ordered me to stay home. My heart condition simply doesn't allow me to go out anymore. Also, guess who is going back to Hollywood to show everyone that he's still the best producer in cinema? You, my friend. Yours, Dominic. From the Jaws of Defeat, the movie based on the autobiography of war hero Dominic Fraser wins 6 Oscars. Both the producer, Jeffrey Steinwitz, and the author were present at the ceremony. Dominic Fraser, the veteran who conquered America's heart with his tales of bravery. Damn, okay. Look at this old article I found in my archive at home. Our first big collaborations, and we're still friends after all these years. I see many more movies in your future, Jeffrey. You and me, working in Hollywood again. It'll be like old times. Okay, box of fine cigars. Do we have your last... Oh my god, there's so many people. I mean, you are Steinmetz. And you were Jeffrey, not Jeffrey. You were Marshall, no? Penelope. But I don't have Marshall. You, I don't know. You are Marfa Hart. Also don't have the name yet. I don't know. You are Penelope's husband. Right? But what was his name? I don't know. Oh, this is Dennis Miller. And this is Davis Grayson. Was it Grayson? Mike Alvarez. Okay, so I'm guessing these are the 3 dancers. I could try the names. Megan what? Megan Hawkins. Are you Megan Hawkins? Okay, are you Sophia Smith? No. Okay. Is she Amanda Adams? So what was the last one? Sophia Smith. Okay, so I got the dancers. So Amanda was using gaze. Oh boy, okay. Okay, let's check. Further. Let me inside. I'm here to meet a person. It's a matter of life or death. Small wooden stamp. The letter K enclosed in a C is engraved on the bottom. So you are Kenneth. Do I have the name? No. Kenneth something C. Okay. It's kind of incriminating. I found this guy trying to slip inside without an invitation. No documents on him, but by frisking him I found these flight tickets that I held on to. Cleveland, Kenneth. Oh. Okay. Los Angeles to Mexico City. In tears. I was trying to stop Troy. I don't know what happened to him on that tour. He has changed. The dance floor? Are you kidding me? I've been in the back reviewing some documents. These codes aren't for me. I'm getting on in years. Fiscal Frontiers. Esteemed Mr. Hobbs, we have noticed some peculiarities in the revenue split between you and Mr. Dixon and would like confirmation that everything is as intended. As highlighted in the attached document, it appears that the split from Dixon's European tour is 65% towards Tobias Hobbs. And let me just... before I forget it... Yes... Is this true then, Troy? 5% for expenses to be refunded to Tobias Hobbs and Troy Dixon. But I don't have the name, do I? No. I mean, for now I can put Dixon here. This appears to be highly unusual. Usually the percentages are 10% to 25% to the manager, the rest to the musician. At Fiscal Frontiers we were wondering if there has been a typo or a mistake made while writing the contract. Oh no, the Ad Astra Center. Dear Mr. Hobbs, we would like to express our deepest congratulations on your recent successes. You have shaped Mr. Dixon from a timid young kid to an international star. We are glad to announce that your request for a higher position inside the center has been accepted. Expect a convocation soon. You will be in contact by phone. Your contribution as a creator of stars is deeply appreciated. Okay, now the right door. Oh my god, there's so many people. Metallic trash bin, it's almost full. A small empty bottle of unusual shape was thrown in the bin. The traces of liquid left in the bottom smell faintly of chemicals. The bartender had it in one of the pictures that the photographer took. Okay. I was always dancing. I didn't move from the disco floor. The bar? Why would I want to go to the bar? I'm in rehab. I'm clean. Small flask of alcohol. Yeah. Are you clean? Dear Henry, we understand that your wife has forced you to join Alcoholics Help, but it's the wrong move. If you have any problems, come to us and we'll solve them together, like we always do. We're a big family here. Okay, so it was Henry... But I don't have the Marshall name, right? No, not yet. Is that the journalist who's lying dead on the table? I admit I didn't like the magazine he wrote for, but he seemed like an alright guy. Oh, Mrs. Marshall. We must express our regret over your recent misguided attempt to cure your husband's so-called alcoholism by seeking outside help. We made him the successful actor he is, and he knows where his real family is. For the love of your husband, we implore you to leave his recovery to us. Interferences will only make his condition worse. Bruh, what? Sure, leave it up to the cult. Okay, I was at the table with the drugs, but I couldn't even take a hit. My girlfriend stopped me and started arguing with me and my manager. But maybe she was right. Yeah. Troy, be wary of the people who surround you and act like your friends. So, this is Troy. Dear Troy, what a pleasure it is for us to have you as one of our members. We have been following your unstoppable ascent as a singer and it has made us so proud. People like you are what make Ad Astra so successful. Your story will help others find their hidden potential. You are invited to join us in 2 weeks, on Monday the 2nd, for a celebration of your successes. Your manager will also be there. Again, the most heartfelt congratulations from the Ad Astra family. Small box containing a diamond ring. Inside is an inscription, Marfa. Oh, he wants to propose. I'm not sure she would accept it now. Okay, this is all the people. Look, I was just dancing, doing my job. If I keep working near the speaker like this, I'll go deaf before I'm 30. In the back pocket, a small quantity of the drug, gaze. I'm the new dancer here, so they gave me the worst spot. I couldn't see a thing, and no important Hollywood agent could notice me either. Cheap red lipstick. Yeah. Okay, so I could have talked to them first and then figured out which one is which, but you know. Why do that when I can just brute force it? As if this job isn't tiring enough, now we're getting the 3rd degree from the police. Small purse containing a few dollars. Oh, okay, we have everything. A Panic at the Disco? Under the influence of the term Vitally. Barman at the disco. Let me see if that's where this is going. Zachary Pierce, under the influence of the... I'll need to check. Fatally poisoned the journalist Dennis Miller. Or is this wrong? Okay, wait, let me just... Shortly after the body of... I mean, this for sure is about Dennis Miller. Because it's weird that it would like repeat like this. But let's... where's Dennis Miller was discovered slumped across a table. Already dead. He had consumed a drink that had been poisoned by the barman. Okay, so this is gonna be wrong. This is gonna be about the photographer. Barman Zachary Pierce, acting on the orders of as confirmed by a it's confirmed by a photo captured earlier by, what is his name? Davis Grayson. Davis Grayson. Let me look for the photos again. Cause that's Mike, that looks like Henry. But is this him talking about this now? Who is this? Looks like it's glasses and shorter hair. Is it like... No, it looks like straight hair. It looks like Dennis. This. Wait, let's fatally stamped the photographer Davis Grayson. Under the influence of the drag gaze. Me. Wait, someone had the knife in the pictures. And this is the red wig. And I would assume it's the expensive lady, right? Let me look at her again. Yeah, it looks... So she has no ribbons on her outfit. Yeah. So, dancer Amanda Adams. Okay, consumed drink had been poisoned by the barman acting on the orders of... It was him! He has glasses and the hair like... Oh my god. Where is Jay? Jeffrey Steinmetz. No! Oh, okay. I mean, Mike already wanted to kill Dennis, so... Yeah. Why wouldn't he try again? One journalist is dead for digging too close to the truth. His photographer shared his fate when his blackmail met its match. Dennis Miller didn't escape death a second time. Mike Alvarez won't escape justice this time. Okay. I didn't check the newspaper. Okay, 2nd April. Oh, it's the cold place. Okay, who are you? Young man lies dead on the reception desk, his head pierced by a bullet. His hand still lies on the silent alarm button. What do I need to find? Okay, these names... She's here again. Oh my god. Oh no, and these can be reordered too. Oh god, okay. Let's take it slow. The telephone receiver is still off the hook with the police on the other end. On the police record it was registered at 11:19. Weekly turns, morning shift, reception area, Adrian Collins, Bella Fox. Wait, do I need to find you? Yeah. Are you Adrian Collins? Yes. Afternoon shift, reception area, Ellie Vargas, Ariana Robbins. A man in his 30s motionless on the floor, 2 gun wounds in his body, 1 deadly. Semi-automatic pistol and bullet. I don't think he's from reception. Young woman lies in a pool of blood. A bullet stuck in her chest. She is dead. Okay, but if it's the morning shift, then I guess she should be Bella Fox? Yeah, okay. Some Ad Astra brochures are scattered on the floor. Open your eyes and discover your true self. Welcome to the Ad Astra family. Please make yourself comfortable, visit the guest areas, and feel free to ask questions to our staff. Achieving greatness. If you are visiting our center, it means that you have decided to unlock your inner potential. You have come to the right place. Our famous testimonials can testify that our centers are instrumental in helping people overcome their inner traumas and find themselves. Word vomit. As Dominic Fraser's many books outline, there is a cell of greatness hidden in all of us, yet few of us know how to tap into it. That's where we come in. 2 singers you've heard thousands of times on the radio, Troy Dixon and Rebecca Simpson, are part of our family. Oh my god. Our therapy. Through cutting-edge research methods and with the help of top doctors and psychologists from around the world, Ad Astra has developed what we call the ultimate method. What does it consist of? 4 simple points. Removal of past and future strain through psychological interviews designed to overcome trauma. Reliving and learning to exercise past traumas, eliminating depression, fear, uncertainty, and other elements that are the main cause of failure to achieve personal greatness. Gaining self-confidence in order to triumph within the world of entertainment, music, or business. Finding the keys to success by opening up an increasingly complex universe. Self-help cures through the works of Dominic Fraser, offered free to our members. His journey from war hero to philanthropist, his methods of unlocking potential. You will also have free access to the vitamins, serums, tonics, and other cutting-edge drugs that pharmaceutical companies have not yet made available. Great. All inspected and tested by the most accredited physicians in the world. This was so long, I managed to forget which... it was here. Which spot I clicked. Morning appointments. 9:30 daily phone report. Technician control. Rebecca Simpson. Visit with the doctor. Tobias Hobbs. Appointment with manager. And that's him, right? Yeah, okay. Preparation in the guest area for the party. Celebration party for Troy Dixon. Is this Troy? Is he dead? Oh, he's dead, okay. What? Reception desk covered with blood. The silent alarm button at the back isn't pressed. Okay. Blood splashes against the wall. A puddle of blood on the floor leading to the psychology center door. A bloody handprint on it. Okay, I think... The gun is on the floor, still smoking. Okay. Who are you? Okay, I think this is everything here. Let's go here first. Oh, this room is locked. I need a key to get in. Okay, never mind. I guess we'll go in here. The man dressed in a lab coat lies unconscious on the floor. A large amount of blood is flowing from a wound on his head. He's still breathing. Mr. Fraser, I am writing to request additional personnel to assist me at the center. I believe I am on the verge of significant discoveries. With our earnings increasing, an additional assistant would be of great value and would not pose a financial burden. I understand that the center's chemists are not working for you following the construction of the new greenhouse and the start of Strophanthine extraction. However, at the same time, there is no way to proceed with laboratory studies without specialized personnel. For this reason, a letter left half written on a sheet of notebook paper. Oof, I'm stumbling all over when reading now. Too many words. Okay. Let's do... it's just kind of back here. Let's do one. Hello. I was in the corridor waiting for the doctor. A man was screaming out of his mind. Then I heard a shot and a woman scream, then another shot. After that, silence. Then I hear the sound of feet running, 2 other shots. Or 3? I was so scared, so I hid in here. The walls are insulated, so I heard nothing else. Okay, there's nothing on you, nothing in here. Okay. Whoa. Man lies against the wall, dead with a bullet in his stomach. Many small shards of glass are scattered over his head and body. Okay, so this is Hobbs. Oh, I found the key. That's cool. Marfa? Troy, why? Why? It's all my fault. The policeman wouldn't have come if it weren't for my call. Huh. And what looks like a wedding ring in its container. Oh, I thought it was an engagement ring, but okay. Dear Marfa, I have examined Troy's contract thoroughly and I can assure you that it won't be easy to change managers without resorting to costly legal proceedings. I'm not just saying this as a country solicitor who works on office cases. I've consulted with colleagues in the city who know a lot about this stuff. They all tell me that Tobias Hobbs is well connected and unassailable. What you said about Troy's change is frightening, and I also think it can be attributed to drugs, but it's impossible to prove the responsibility of his manager or that New Age center you mentioned. You know how much I care about Troy and you. To me, you both remained naive kids who used to play together in my garden with my son. I'll keep investigating, I promise. Best regards, Tony. Do I have your name? No. Not yet. Man lies on the floor, a copious amount of blood forming a pool underneath him. He appears to have a bullet wound in the stomach and one in the right leg. He is dead. Almost finished plastic bag of gaze. Almost finished? Jeez. My poor naive Troy, have you not yet guessed who is stealing all your money and trying to keep you away from Marfa? Maybe you're not surrounded by friends. Maybe I'm the only one you can truly count on. So Kenneth is still out and about. Self-help books by Dominic Fraser. Oh, I did not talk to you. They'd barricaded the room with a table, but I forced my way in. Both were on the floor. The singer looked like he'd fainted. I was checking the old man's pulse when the singer started to rise. I thought he was reaching for his gun. I shot him. Christ, how was I supposed to know it was empty? That's when the woman burst in. This gun has fired recently, okay. Police badge of David McCart. Wasn't he in the first scene? That's when the woman burst in. Okay. The room is full of recording equipment, cameras, video recorders, tapes. They seem to have been recording all the conversations that happen in this room. Okay, you fucking leech. I don't care about the stealing, but this is too much. Calm down, boy. You're confused. You're bleeding, for Christ's sake. Let's discuss this like friends. You're no friend of mine. I learned about your dirty tricks to keep me separated from Marfa. Where do you think you're going? Okay, so this is Troy and this is Hobbs. Gunshot, glass exploding. Are you crazy? You could have killed me. Okay, so first shot was from Troy. Tell me the truth. What's all of this? What did you do to me? You're paranoid, Troy. All this pressure, this tension. It's affecting your perception. You said it would help. You said it was for the stress. To help me cope during the tours. Troy, trust me. Give me that gun. I'll help you. I can make all of this disappear. I know powerful people. Help me. You separated me from Marfa. You stole my money. How can I trust you? I'm your friend. Your only friend. Not like that failed actress of yours who... Okay, so Troy killed Hobbs. Recording continues, bags on the door, police department, sounds of something metallic kicked and footsteps. Sir? Sir? Can you hear me? Central 1141, we have 2 men here, one appears to be unconscious, I'm going to check the other. He's badly wounded, gunshot to the chest, he's not responding. You there, don't move, don't get near that gun. Drop it now. He's down, I had to shoot him, he was armed. Shit, the weapon was empty. Shit, I mean, how are you supposed to know that the gun is empty? Door opens. Troy? Oh god, no. Why did I tell you? Okay. So now we should be able to go here. Oh boy. Vials containing a white liquid. Weekly turns, morning shift. Oh, security guard. Josiah Lloyd. It was morning shift, right? Josiah Lloyd. No? I thought the receptionists were from the morning shift. Security guard, Luke Reed. Okay, then you are Luke Reed. Yeah, okay. A binder with a handwritten study, Gaze Drug and its Effects by Dr. Jacob Byrne, in collaboration with Dr. Aaron Lewis. Okay, so he is either Jacob Byrne. Yeah, he is, okay. Study on the drug known as Gaze. Day 118 of study. After thorough examinations at the lab, the drug appears to be a tropane alkaloid with strong psychoactive effects. It has a strong influence over mood, perception, cognitive and behavioral abilities. In layman terms, test subjects who have taken the recommended dose of drug or lower displayed more creativity. They were more easily influenced by outside sources. This is where the psychology centers can make wonders, changing a patient's perspective when needed with minimum input. Easy acceptance of ideas and concepts, once before considered alien before, easy manipulated. Depending on the subject, sometimes a diminished sense of regret, guilt under the influence. Recommendation. We recommend better training of personnel at the psychology centers, enforcing consistent procedures to maximize the effect of the drug on the body and mind of our patients, in line with the organization's needs. Dangers. If the maximum doses are exceeded, the drug can act as an anticholinergic. More specifically, as a nicotinic antagonist causing paralysis. If mixed with other substances in strong doses, it can lead to death. Other symptoms include drowsiness, delusions of persecution, hallucinations, psychosis, mood very dependent on constant and sustained drug, other substances use, including alcohol, violent outbursts. Failures. Attempts at chemical synthesis have unfortunately resulted in failures. It appears that, for the time being, the only reliable method of obtaining this drug is importation of the plants, or the already processed product, through the usual channels from Mexico. Successes. On a positive note, we have made huge progress in the creation of more acceptable forms of gas. Pills, tablets, and some attempts have been made in turning it into liquid form. This will satisfy the request of many of our patients, especially models and actors, who fear that inhalation could damage delicate tissue and leave their careers destroyed. The new pills are simple to use. They resemble regular medicine, which will make them much easier to ship to customers. Police inspections will find only what could be easily mistaken for sleeping pills. It's all coming around, huh? Huge stash of the creative drug. Inside the box are also pills, tablets, and even vials. Notice inside: thanks for subbing for me, man. Tonight's gonna be wild, and there was no way I could face the morning shift. Ah, okay, so they did switch, okay. These 2 packs are well earned. Yeah. So that's why the security guard for the afternoon shift is dead. List and status of the center's important members. Crazy that so many people from your members are dead, huh? Potentially dangerous. Jeffrey, Henry Marshall, Katie Keller. Okay. Important. Psychological evaluation of our important members is only to be executed by Dr. Byrne. Okay. The CCTV room is well equipped. Monitors surveil the whole structure. This I did. Wait, anything I should click here? No. A tape recorder of conversations from the psychological room. We can finally say we cured you from your alcoholism, can't we? Agitated. I wasn't an alcoholic. I've never been one. Of course it came out wrong and I apologize. Don't you start like that stupid journalist. That guy got what he deserved, the stupid hack. Anyway, you don't need alcohol anymore, do you? No, but hell, am I not swapping one vice for another? Of course not. This is not a drug. It's a creative aid. It helps you stay clean and concentrated. Yeah, creative. Concentrated. That's right. Now, I know you don't like it, but we need to discuss your situation. Situation? With your wife. You know, she was sabotaging your treatment. Sending me to Alcoholics Help. Right. Like a common bum. You don't need her, do you? Can have a drink in peace. You have your family here, me, your doctor. We are always here for you. I didn't want to be here. I only came because Mr. Fraser asked. Locking yourself at home won't help you, my dear. How can you be an actress if you only live home? Maybe I shouldn't be an actress. All this started when I became an actress. First, Patrick died. Mr. Raven, I assume? Tell me about him. I feel responsible for his death in a way. You're not. I am. I used him. He was... Okay, so this is... what was it? Katie? He was so blindly in love with me, and I used that to get a role in the play. It was an accident, his death, wasn't it? An allergic reaction, I think. No, I mean, I don't know. Don't cry. Here, take some of this. What is it? I don't want drugs. I've seen what they've done to my colleagues and friends. It's not a drug. It's a pill. It's a calming pill. You're shook. The play, those homicides, everything. Here. I don't want it. Chair falling to the floor, door slamming. We need to do something about her. She's not fit for organization. I wonder why, mister. Of course she's a good girl, doctor. What are you implying? I am implying nothing. I'm your friend here. I just want what's best for you, and... I've known her for most of my life. You don't understand. You've seen these photos of Miss Hart, right? Yes, I knew about them. She showed me those photos. Do you think they're the right person for you? Someone who would take photos like that to achieve success? Isn't it comparable to betrayal in a way? You don't understand, Doc. I have known her since we were kids. We only had each other. They tricked her. She's your school sweetheart. I know. You seem incredibly tense. I think it's the stress of the last months. Why don't you try a pill? I swore to her I would quit this stuff, the drug, it's not a drug, it's a pill. A calming pill. You're shook, the tortoise, homicides, everything. Here. Oh, it's like literally the same line. Thanks. And it's not a drug, it's a creative aid, isn't it? Yeah. It helps me stay concentrated, stay creative. You don't need her for that, do you? But why shouldn't I call her? Why? You You have your family here, us, your manager. We were always for you here. Killing the doubts within, mind, body, total control of the mind under stress, empty your mind. Entire bibliography of Dominic Fraser is here. Oh no, I'm missing one. One clue again. Oh, I didn't notice, didn't click his gun. Empty 38 revolver. The grip is slightly cracked and smeared with blood. It was used to strike someone. Okay. Okay, this is the policeman. Shoots Troy. What was his name? Dixon. Oh, I should fill in all the names maybe. Okay, are you the Simpson lady? The singer? Yeah, okay. Martha Hart. Oh, and that's everyone, okay. Skilled before he gets to activate alarm. Okay, this is the Adrian Collins. Receptionist, yes. Arrives enraged, searching for his manager, Troy? Something once, but he's shot twice and dies. 2 gun wounds. So he... So did he want Troy? The... bodyguard. Look, Reed wants Troy. Yeah, okay. Someone is killed while attempting to stop him. I think it will be the doctor. Jacob Byrne? No? Who is killed while attempting to... Oh, or is it about the guard? Okay, no, so it's gonna be the manager? I mean, if it's not, like in the chronological order, then it's difficult. Tobias Hobbs. What? Oh, I'm guessing maybe... There's too many dead people here. Anyone could have tried to stop him and died. Okay. Struck by the grip of the gun. Okay, this will be Hobbs, right? Tobias Hobbs struck by the grip of the gun and is unconscious and is... I mean, what other word fits? Is unconscious, no, does the unconscious only fits? Who else was struck by the freaking... I need to come back to this one too. Fires a warning shot, then fatally... Okay, this will be about the policeman. So David McCart fires a warning shot, then fatally shoots Troy. Or is it saying it's wrong because it's in the wrong, like, chronological step? Oh, this is correct. Okay. I'm getting confused. Or did she call before? I mean, this has to be Marfa. In the... But I'm not sure which time frame. It seems later. Lucrete. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure which one of these would be first. No, is this not? Or is it about Troy shooting Hobbes? Because that is kind of silly. What was his face? Tobias. Tobias Hobbes? I mean, this needs to be unconscious. There's no other word fitting it. But... Oh, or did he strike? Oh, he's unconscious, not dead. He's still breathing. Okay. I missed that part. Jacob. Burn. Order the events. Okay. I mean, this has to be first, right? This is the last one. Struck by the grip. I don't know when. I mean, this. No, wait, this has to be first. But these three could be whichever one is first. Here it says it's not pressed, but his hand still lies. Okay, I'll do that in a second. Let's first do this. I would assume Troy Dixon discovered that his had been that his manager Tobias Hobbes had been stealing or his money earnings for years and quietly sabotaging his marriage to actress Marfa Hart. I guess sabotaging is the right word here. Fueled by rage and by the drug called gaze, he shot 2 people at reception and a security guard in the morning shift before finding and killing Tobias Hobbes was hiding in It's not this. CCTV room, right? I thought the CCTV room is the one... Oh, that one was a security room. Is that CCTV room? We're free. Because I thought this would be the CCTV room, no? But nothing else really fits. Who was hiding in? Ah, psychological room. I'm blind. I was eventually... Troy. The exit was eventually... What? I was eventually shot. I thought consulted. What? Was eventually shot by a policeman after his revolver was already empty. Okay, this is correct. We need to correct this one. But I mean, I would assume he's killed first because he's, you know, just when you enter, he's just straight there. Then she gets killed because he tries to stop him. The guard comes in and he wounds Troy. When did she call? Is it possible she called earlier? She's at 11:19. Because when would she call? Not now, because that's still happening in the reception. Possibly also not yet here. I mean, I'm not sure where she was. Or did she... Oh, actually, no, if he just arrived, just entered, the receptionist wouldn't immediately try to activate the alarm, so... She is killed, and then he tries to activate the alarm. He comes in. What? Can I? Okay, so it says she called after he killed Hobbs. Okay. A little bit of guesswork had to be done, I feel like. A bit too much. The manager schemed profits, manipulated his life. When he figured it out, Troy snapped and went on a killing spree. 4 people dead, and the creative drag at the core of it again. Hello. Oh, wait. Okay, let me just first talk to you. It's Kenneth for a detective. Oh, Mr. Cleveland, I know I've been involved in everything that's happening. It's Kenneth for a detective. I've been wanting to talk to you for some time, but I was waiting for the right moment. I know you've been very busy. All these deaths, deplorable. One can only wonder what kind of empire stands behind it all. Well, there's been a letter with your... initials. Stamp with a letter K encircled in a letter C that we found on Cleveland. Your stamp. Oh, my little letters. What can I tell you? I'm a bit of a gryphomaniac, so I keep correspondence with a lot of different people. That's not a crime, is it? It might be if your little letters result in the... death something? As his case report, disco double homicide. Kid poisoning, perpetrator, conspirator, yes. Yes, this we know. Notes here, New York Police Department, Roman Lipko. Oh, we were supposed to find him. Find Roman Lipko. Okay, let's see. Okay, it might be for letters result in the murder of those you pointed them to. That would never hold up in court, and I know that full well, but I'm here as a friend to help you solve this mystery. Have you figured out yet who is behind all of this? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a small crook named Roman. You mean Roman Lipko? Who is he? What does he have to do with all of this? Mr. Lipko was born in New York to an honest, poor family of immigrants. But he wasn't cut from the same cloth as his parents. At 22, he had an argument with a boy from another gang over a failed smuggling deal. And can you guess what happened? Incident? Murder? Indeed. Stuck a knife deep inside him. The kid didn't seem to appreciate his new condition and died on the spot. Roman was supposed to be sent to prison, but he cut a deal with the police. Do you know the rest of the story, detective? He enrolled in the army to fight in the Korean War, but here it says that he died in... Oh boy. He died in 1952. Exactly, that's why you're a top detective, isn't it? As you may have noticed, the funeral was held with a closed casket. Grenade wounds, what a terrible thing. Leave you unrecognizable. So was he really dead? Or did he become someone else? A war hero, perhaps? Wait, the Fraser guy? Are you saying that... Roman Lipko stole... But I don't have Fraser here. Oh, there's a note. From the Jaws of Defeat, the movie based... Yeah, we see that. Jeffrey Steinmetz. Dominic Fraser. Don't look at this, I didn't have the name. Dominic Fraser. So are you saying that Roman Lipko stole Dominic Fraser's identity? No, detective, you said that. I would never accuse such an esteemed citizen of being a fraud, a criminal and a spy. I would never say that he made himself a new life using a war hero's name and used his war veteran status as a springboard to achieve fame, success, money, and over time power. And no one ever noticed that he isn't the hero he claimed to be? Fraser, had an immaculate reputation. His bestseller book about his efforts in the war became a successful movie. It gets easier to destroy your past when you're rich and famous, especially if you're the master of the hot new drug in town. And that new drug must be gays. Bingo. Have you noticed how this drug is now everywhere? Let me go back to the late 60s when Dominic was my partner, working as a spy for the government. Our goal was to stop marijuana from coming from Mexico. At least, that's what we said we were doing. In reality, Dominic had found a more profitable trade. And that trade must have been gays. Right again. He was stopping one drug while smuggling another. I caught wind of his new operation, asked to get in. By then, I'd already uncovered his past, despite his efforts to erase it from every record. When you work as a spy long enough, you learn to distrust polished stories. Did you manage to get in on the operation? Dominic didn't take kindly to my involvement. He sent someone to deal with me and had me left in the desert to die, convinced the problem had solved itself. It hadn't. You may have noticed my scar and the eye. That's their parting gift. Since then, I've made it my purpose to correct what was done to me. And today may simply be the conclusion of an arrangement he began himself. Wait, what happens today? Now, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but maybe you should rush to the Fraser's fancy mansion. I hear someone there received a rather disconcerting letter just this morning. Oh my god, okay. Letter at the... I'm just yeah, Fraser. Just gonna do the last one first. Urging immediate police intervention? So Cleveland survived. I don't know why, but sometimes, you know, going from the end is easier. Empire Fraser Belt. Dominic Fraser is in fact Roman Lipko, a former spy? built his empire through the smuggling of gays. What spy? Hero? Yes. It's gonna be Cleveland. Kenneth. Long link to the case through his stamp on the. Oh my god. That was a brain fart. Long link to the case through his stamp on letters reveal that Dominic Fraser, in fact, Roman Lipko, former hero, who built his empire for the smuggling of gays. After Cleveland attempted to force. Wait, is it first name or last name? I keep mixing it into the operation? Imminent. Okay, yeah, incident. Because I didn't notice that said letters and he only said one letter. So incident at the Fraser Mansion, urgent, immediate. It's police intervention, maybe not hero here, but spy? Yeah, okay. Okay, this should be the last one, I guess. Two eyes stare at the observer, emitting rays of light. In the middle, a nighttime photo of an ancient pyramid. The woman lies on the ground, her face a mask of pallor. She is not breathing, she is dead. Oh, another one of those letters stamped with a K. Mrs. Lemon, now that you are free from those so-called sleeping pills, you are finally ready for the truth. To understand how you were deceived, manipulated, and blinded by a man who was never who he claimed to be. I know you have suspected this for a long time, but your mind was deliberately clouded by the drugs your husband gave you. I too was betrayed by him, tricked and left for dead, and I have never forgiven him. Read the documents. Now is the time to act. Kenneth Cleveland. Okay, what do we need to find? Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay. Wheelchair on the ground. Did it fall or was it pushed? Is there light here? Lightweight metal watering can is sitting near the plants. A mass of white and pink flowers lines the rows of the greenhouse. Along the side, other crops grow in scattered clusters. Wait, that's it here? Nothing more? Okay. The letter is here, but there is no sign of the check. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher, I'm giving you the day off. Go and enjoy yourselves. Shirley and I will take care of the preparations for tonight's meeting. The only thing I ask is that you take the 2 bottles of champagne from Dominic's personal reserve from the cellar and leave them on the table. These are mature bottles, so I want to personally open them in advance and decant them briefly, as is necessary for wines of this quality. The bottles are required for the toast all attendees make at the start of the meeting. I am grateful for all the help you have given me over the years. Enclosed with this letter is a check as a token of my appreciation. With gratitude, Clarice Lemon. Okay, this is this one. Okay, let's start with the smaller one. Classic Hollywood portraits from the 1950s. An old wedding photograph. On the back it says 1956. memorabilia box, a great variety of little elements with sentimental value to the owner. Book on plants and herbs. There's a bookmark that points to a specific page. Oh boy. Strophanthus gratus is a plant belonging to the Apiaceae family, native to tropical Africa. Its fragrant flowers have a striking appearance, a white corolla topped by purple with pink coronal lobes. In the United States, this plant is hard to obtain for horticulturists. It has an extremely hazardous substance status, so it cannot be easily obtained and cultivated. Pharmaceutical companies that use it are subject to strict observation by authorities. This is because of the following cardiac glycosides that cause toxicity. These names. The plant's medicinal properties have been known for centuries. In traditional medicine, it was used to treat heart failure due to the presence of cardiac glycosides such as trophanthina G. At the same time, in justifying its status as a toxic substance, the plant was historically used in the creation of poisoned arrows in both warfare and hunting. The seeds are extremely toxic and are processed into a poisonous paste for the purpose of poisoning, which was then applied to arrowheads. These methods of poisoning could cause a quick death, with the heart stopping within minutes. Toxic compounds such as strophanthidine and extracted from the seeds are also soluble in organic solvents, alcohols, and to a limited extent in water. Historically, these glycosides were used as cardiotonic agents by injection. There have been reported cases of poisoning when subjects drank the compounds in liquid solution. So is this where gaze originates from? The closet is full of clothes. At the bottom there's a box with various documents. Mr. Fraser, our problematic person has been dealt with. Something is bound to happen on those risky roads to the border. An accident that will silence our problem forever. He tried to convince the guards that you blackmailed him to create the accident. But they were my men and they paid no attention. They are well remunerated not to ask questions and they're loyal. I'll be collaborating with Hayes on creating a story for the news. Inspector Hadley Batman. This is how they got Pedro to do their bidding, then got rid of him. Bradley paid the price for his disobedience. Oh my god. Clarice, you and I have something in common. We have both been betrayed by your husband. Just as he tried to murder me so that I wouldn't report his dirty business to my superiors, he had your son killed, destroying the most important part of your life. For him, Bradley was never his son, but just an instrument. He married you as a conduit to penetrate Hollywood from the inside. Then Bradley took your place as a link to the rising stars in show business. He used the drug he had discovered in Mexico while working as a spy to subjugate and manipulate people, to blackmail, obtain money, loyalty, and favors. Pedro Diaz, the man who killed your son, was also a tool in Dominic's hands. Pedro was a young student he had saved from torture during the conflicts in Mexico in the 1960s, who then was mercilessly exploited. It was Pedro himself who, under Dominic's orders, tried to kill me in 1969 with the promise of a new life in the US. Your son, Bradley, was beginning to slip out of Dominic's control. He wasn't as strong as Dominic wanted him to be, but too much like you, his mother. Too human. He had started dealing gays himself, hoping to make friends among the famous people Dominic had introduced him to. But there are no friends among elite, only competitors, rivals. When Dominic learned of Bradley's desperate attempt at rebellion, which was really just a cry for recognition from a father who had never considered him worthy, he saw it as betrayal. That's who Dominic is, a person who has always exploited everyone, you, me, Bradley, Pedro, everyone to build his empire. His pyramid of power with him at the top, cinema to build a myth about his false heroism in war, the press to celebrate his acts of generosity, his political donations disguised as philanthropy, his ad Astra centers for manipulating the minds of VIPs. I tried to destroy his empire from within using his own tricks, but I only managed to get rid of a few small pawns. Even my attempt to make contacts in the press failed. The only one who can get close to him is you, Clarice. Let's avenge Bradley. I mean, this is Dominic, right? We have Cleveland, Kenneth. Okay, I don't think I have any names for now. Why did she do it? Why? Now that she was finally starting to live again. To American Nurse Association, forwarded to Shirley Flores. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Shirley, I'm happy to hear that Mrs. Clarice Lehman has been much more active and responsive in the last weeks, but what Mr. Fraser told me, and you should have, not him, is disconcerting. Is it true that she tried to stand from the wheelchair and walk, and you supported her in this inane intention? This is unacceptable. You're not a doctor. You just don't understand Mrs. Lemon's condition, and your closeness to her must have clouded your judgment. Mrs. Lemon is a weak, mentally frail woman. She needs her sedatives and her sleeping pills. Must I remind you that you respond to Mr. Fraser first, and to me, the treating doctor, second? You think you're seeing improvement, but instead you're looking at a mad woman who was inept even before her son's death, which devastated her already lacking cognitive abilities. Dear Shirley, isn't it funny how when you're a young and attractive actress you're always surrounded by friends, but when you get old and bound to a wheelchair no one is around? That's the reason I value your friendship so much. You never looked at me as a patient, but as a friend for all these years, and only your presence made me survive the loss of Bradley. It feels so painful now when Dominic sends you away for days that never seem to end, just to deprive me of your company. I think he's starting to suspect, that's why I have to do everything in secret. But I've got to risk it today, because I have to tell you the great news. Today I walked. Yes, all alone. I did half of the corridor on my own. That Kenneth who has been writing, I don't know his motives, but he was right. I thought I was an invalid for such a long time. I thought I was feeble-minded, as I heard Dominic describe me to the doctor when he didn't think I could hear him. But no, as Kenneth said, it was the medicines. All those pills, the injections. Since we agreed to stop with those, I feel like a new person. As if I've just awakened from a deep slumber. As if I'm finally alive again. We need to be careful, Shirley. I'm acting dumb all the time when Dominic is around. I feel like an actress again, but I think he notices that something is different. Elegant box for keeping medicines. Bottle of sleeping pills, unopened. Mrs. Lemon, I am forced to increase your sleeping pill dosage in light of your recent mood swings, as reported to me by Mr. Fraser. Take 2 pills a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, to help calm your nerves. Also make sure Shirley Flores gives you your weekly injection. I hid this check in the medicine box, so you'll only find it when everything is over. I know you wouldn't have accepted it otherwise. It's my small way of saying thank you for your commitment and friendship over the years. Thank you for everything and goodbye, Clarice. $20,000. Okay, Clarice. So she killed herself in the end. Okay, let's try this freaking room. An elderly man, conservatively dressed, lies on his back. His motionless body is still twisted, in its final seizure of pain. The man died on the ground, bent over on his stomach. He's dressed casually, wearing bell-bottoms and a plaid shirt. Oh my god, that is so much to read. Okay, yes. The man is holding his head alive, but breathing heavily, unresponsive. Dear Dominic, or should I say Roman, you thought you were rid of me, but I came back from the grave to take my revenge. Like the past you worked so hard to bury, I've come back to haunt you. My only regret is not being able to see your face when you realize that you've lost everything, coming from the place you least expected. We never get rid of our past. Enjoy your last moments. Your dear friend, Kenneth. Dear Mr. Fraser, the results of the tests attached show that the condition of your heart has not improved. The risk of a heart attack is currently high. The stress you have been under in recent months, combined with your physical state, has worsened the situation. We recommend that you continue your diet and, above all, avoid alcohol. In addition, as far as possible for a man in your position, try to avoid situations that may upset you. Once again, I advise against the use of Strofantin, which, although faster acting, can be dangerous and is therefore rarely used today. With regard to your wife, I have sent a letter of reprimand to Nurse Shirley Flores for indulging her obsessions. For now, however, I will allow Mrs. Lemon the greater freedom she seems to be enjoying, provided she continues to take her medication. Who could she hurt anyway? Oh, did she do it? Okay, it says man bent over, he's wearing doctor's coat. Man appears to have struggled on the ground, torn apart by spasm before dying. Modern shirt and collar jacket. Is this the doctor? What was it? Was it Jacob Byrne? That just like got hit with the gun, was unconscious in the previous scene. The man's face shows how his last moments were marked by intense pain. He's holding his stomach with one hand. He's wearing an expensive pinstripe jacket. The man lies dead on the ground, face down, his face a mask of pain. Black uniform with a tie. Okay. Hadley Badman. Talking points. Due to the recent events concerning the Ad Astra centers, it is becoming increasingly difficult to hide the passage of substances from Mexico. The drugs cannot pass through, they get stopped at the border, and no courier has been spared from arrest there. Your suspension due to investigation by Internal Affairs has made it harder to control what is going on inside the force. Most of our contacts inside are afraid of sinking the ship and are keeping a low profile. Your main objective, after our contact in the Justice Department, has given us his confirmation that the investigation can be buried, is to reduce law enforcement presence on the border. For this, you will have witness support through the new budget redistribution policies, move the current patrols from to Mexico to internal problems, work with the Drug Enforcement Agency to reclassify gays and focus attention towards other traffics. Okay. August Whitney. Main objective is to cooperate with Madmen in redirecting police funds from drug controls of the border to internal controls. The voting public has to be convinced of the existence of internal emergency of a major domestic crime crisis in the country. To do this, one can make use of the crime statistics provided by the department. Ask Badwan. To achieve this, it is suggested to work with Hayes. In short, collaboration is needed to succeed at these points. With Badman to suggest laws that will divert attention from the traffics coming from the border. With Hayes to convince the public through the media that a criminal crisis is happening inside our country and that we need to focus the police attention on internal issues. He will disseminate this information through newspapers, television, and radio. Oh my god. Oh, Jacob Barn, that's the doctor. Okay. It is essential to expedite the production of gays. We must find a way to synthesize it in a lab now that routes for Mexico are blocked. Ultimate objective is for gays to become regularly sold medicine like Clarice Lemon sleeping pills. Our first successful test. Backed up. On one hand, the potential of gays as a psychopharmacological drug is enormous, and agreements have already been made with pharmaceutical companies for its production and sale. On the other, subjects who consumed unregulated gays have shown devastating effects on their psyches, as our Ad Astra Center studies indicate. More immediate concerns: spread the drug among the general population in order to cause episodes of psychosis in poor neighborhoods. This will lead to increased demand for law enforcement within cities, which will distract the public from the border issue. Badman will take care of the logistics. Hayes will be keen in convincing the public of the new emergency. Okay, so this is Jacob. I might just brute force the rest because, my god. Dominic Fraser, that one we know. As it has become obvious over the past months, someone is sabotaging our organization in an attempt to destroy it. The chains of incidents and homicides influenced by some external presence are a clear indication of that. Old colleagues from the Secret Service have been contacted and a covert investigation is ongoing. To rebuild our reputation, we have to work together, each of us tackling his own field. The philanthropic efforts of the Bradley Fraser Foundation will have to appear even more spectacular, so support from Mr. Hayes to convince the public is essential. Rebuild reputation, find the culprit. Okay. Do I have some... No, I don't have a Hayes yet, okay. Luke Hayes. Ad Astra Center's covers have been blown due to recent events. They have lost prestige and need a new PR spin. Work with advertising firms to create a new plan of action. We need to push the domestic crime crisis narrative. Badman will provide statistics to be published in newspapers and magazines to scare the public and sway their opinion. This will also convince the police to remove their force from the border and add patrols in city areas. It's essential to start a campaign to convince the public of the benefits of psychiatric drugs to then establish gays as a medicinal in the future. We should use actors, singers, hosts, models, and athletes from our Ad Astra centers as testimonials for it. Studies have shown that the public will believe what they hear from famous people more than what they are told by professionals in their fields. Okay, so Luke Hayes is like the media guy. Would he be? Luke Hayes? Yeah, okay. Gideon Horton. Proposal to expand laws on the private cultivation of plants. Start with medicinal plants such as Strophanthus, which, despite being dangerous due to their toxicity, could be cultivated individually by a person who meets the prerequisites, e.g. due to heart problems. The fact that permits have been obtained to plant Strophanthine by Dominic Fraser demonstrates the validity of this approach. Once these laws protecting vulnerable people become reality, expand them so that gays can also be cultivated on US soil. To do this, it would be necessary to reclassify the plant as low hazard with the DEA. Objectives: expand laws on private cultivation. Is this Gideon Horton? Because he has some like uniform. No. Is this Gideon Horton? No. Is this Gideon Horton? Really? Will it be the freaking last one I checked? I actually didn't think it's him because he wearing expensive pinstripe jacket, and that did not seem. Or is he like a governmental person? Okay, Preston Cox's shit. As a representative of younger voters, the goal is to propose policies toward a more open use of drugs. The hippie movement is dead, but we can still use it as ideological leverage on younger generations. Not only would the expansion of drug use mean a boost in business, but it would also make public consciences easier to manipulate, as experiments in our centers have shown. Create an ideological atmosphere in which open drug use is considered acceptable. Okay, so he's like a younger voter, so maybe this? Because he's like dressed casually. Preston Cox. Yeah. So we have Hadley Badman. Yeah, he looks like a bad man. And Augustus Whitney? It's too many names, man. Oh boy. And here so medicine is Jacob Byrne. Old politics. Oh my god. Media will be Luke. Will be Luke Hayes. Luke Hayes. Okay. So this is like politics guy, Gideon Horton. But is it old or law? No, this is law. Yeah, okay. Old politics, new politics. Will this be about Preston Cox that here presents younger people? Yes. Old politics. Is it Augustus? Because he's old. Of course. Okay, and we have police and something. I mean, Dominic has to be at the top, right? Yeah. And we have Hadley Badman left. Oh, yikes, okay. I mean, Dominic orchestrated a something by placing. Oh boy. Wait, all attendees except Dominic Fraser were killed. He was spared as he drank only water due to his heart condition. Okay, this one seems correct. No, or is this about Clarice? The man orchestrated a mass poisoning by placing a toxic into the something used for the so a toxic plant into the champagne used for the toast at the meeting. Okay, the killer wanted to avenge the death of Hadley Fraser, who had been killed by Pedro Diaz on the orders of Dominic Fraser. The killer learned this betrayal? Yeah, information for the letter sent by where's Kay? Kenneth Cleveland. One clue away from being correct. Okay. It was Bradley, not Hadley. But damn, other than that, got it. First try. Just confused Hadley and Bradley. The empire built on lies finally collapsed when Clarice learned the truth. Used as a test subject for years was not what broke her. It was discovering that Dominic had their son killed. That was the moment revenge became certainty. Dominic was spared, not out of mercy, but to watch his life burn. Metal. Aftermath. Katie Keller suffered a nervous breakdown and retired from the stage. A year later, she wrote a memoir about her days in the theater, which earned her a lot of money in royalties. The book was adapted for the cinema, but Keller refused to appear in it. She married the painter Carl Carlson. Oh, okay. Martha Hart never recovered from the death of her husband Troy. A few months later, she moved to Europe, where she had a brief career as a model, then as a dance instructor. She never remarried. Penelope Marshall divorced her husband Henry, fed up with his alcoholism. She enjoyed great success in 1984 thanks to the TV series LA Angel and had a decent television career. After his divorce from Penelope, Henry Marshall relapsed into alcoholism. After years in rehab, he finally managed to get back on his feet. Penelope and Henry met again on the set of LA Angel, where Henry played an alcoholic killer. They remarried the following year. Oh, okay. That's a twist. Henry now appears in beer commercials. Oh my god, stop. After being investigated for his connections to the Fraser family, Jeffrey Steinwitz surprisingly managed to come out clean, but all the trials and tribulations had a profound impact on him. He retired to private life with his wife Nadine and has not appeared in the newspaper since. Yeah, he's too rich to go down. When asked about his retirement, his last statement to the press was, "I'm too rich for this shit." Yeah. Having been found instrumental in several murders, Kenneth Cleveland was sent to a maximum security prison while awaiting trial. During his stay in solitary confinement, he was found dead, an apparent suicide. The detective who had led the investigation into the Fraser case tried to launch an inquiry into the matter, but all doors were closed to him. After inheriting all the money from her uncle Preston Cox, who died of poisoning, Evelyn Cox retired to the family farm. Here she lived with her mother and brother, happy to see the family finally reunited. Frank Gaines tried to release his first album under the stage name Fab Frank. It was a total flop. After a career marred by failures, he gave up music and accepted a job at Cox Farm, at the invitation of his former colleague Evelyn Cox. They married 2 years later. After the events at his villa, Dominic Fraser's heart couldn't take it. Fraser died of a heart attack while being transported by ambulance to the hospital. The doctors could do nothing. He left no heirs. After the incident in April 1979, the Ad Astra centers were purchased by an unknown individual and closed. Apparently they will reopen soon with a new name and a major marketing campaign. Okay. Wait, is this all? The credits there's no one else? Okay, well, really fun. I got stuck in this one level at the radio station. That one completely just like went over my head. The one at the Astra Center with the order, that was a bit not that clear. Had to do some guesswork. Other than that, yeah, easier than Golden Idol. Story is good, interesting. I don't know, I had lots of fun playing this. I hope you enjoyed too, and thanks for watching. Bye!